We're here at the parking lot of the Ottawa Baseball Stadium on Coventry Road, and it's the first day that we've opened a drive-thru testing facility for COVID-19. We've received a lot of inquiries from the public as to whether they can just stay in their car, come here, get tested, and get the results. And we're responding to that demand, plus the fact that the Brewer Centre is somewhat overwhelmed with people lining up for often 2 or 3 hours, which is not acceptable. I think, our public health officials and Dr. Etches, the nurses, have done a remarkable job. We've seen our numbers are relatively low for the daily case count. We want those to continue to go lower, and that's why we continue to remind people to wear their masks when they're in close proximity to others or they're indoors, to wash their hands, to respect the physical distancing, and particularly to university and college students, this is not the year to have that big keg party in the neighborhoods of Ottawa U or Carleton or Algonquin or Les Cité. We've got to practice social distancing in order to finally rid ourselves of this virus, particularly once we get a vaccine that works.
What we know is that it's important if somebody has respiratory symptoms to be able to access testing to make sure it's not COVID-19. So that's the priority, is when someone has a cough or a fever or shortness of breath, that they can get into to be tested for COVID-19. So we need these kinds of points of access, these options. Our hospital partners and primary care partners are looking at how to do more across the community, east, west, central, where people can even just get a test in their primary care office.
The concept here has been used in other places around the world. You don't have to get out of your car. It's more comfortable, I think, for people to just stay in the car, get swabbed, and then they're on their way. Particularly with the cold weather, you don't want people lining up at Brewer for 2 or 3 hours in 20 below weather. So this gives people another option that's probably more comfortable than lining up and waiting.
8, 9, 10, all done. Gross.